Welcome everybody, it's WildWest Stacker, and if you could see, we're doing an update today on the pool house construction. It's taken years, but it's coming along, so let's go down and take a look. Okay, welcome everybody. You can see we got a little concrete done, and off to the right here, you got my little log house, and that's where my wife, Mrs. Wild West, and our two boys live. And then if we flip it all around, this is actually a community property. There is where my in-laws live, up in this huge house. There are some extra bedrooms in here that aren't used, but that's okay. They pretty much just only stay in this whole upper left side. But now let's get into my mother-in-law's awesome purchase. She's been wanting this her whole life, and there it is, an enclosed pool area. Now this has been going on for 2 years now, the build. I showed you guys the pool and the hot tub when it was just placed outside here. It was just literally on a pad set up right here outdoors. And finally we have a building, it's inside. Let's go take a look. They just finished up this concrete. You can see they got some splicing there. And this kind of weird stuff is actually some leaves that my mother-in-law put down. So you can kind of see it as the rain will hit it. It'll come up and we'll get some cool little leaf patterns. All right, let's look up here. You can kind of see the good view of the lake. All right. Let's go down to the pond, which was redone. This pond used to be at least double the size. I took up all the room of where this building is now. So we shrunk the pond down and we put these giant boulders in, and it looks really good with the concrete, don't you think? Oh yeah. All right, let's check out this building. Okay, so you walk in and you can tell, yes, we had the pool put down in the ground, and it's got side access panels down here. And then if you can see, I've even got a drain they're installing. And our contractor is really smart. He's even installing a switch right over here, so we can just turn that on and drain it whenever we want. There's no extra pumps needed or anything. And they've got the concrete finished in here. Oh, it looks really good. We got windows all around. And in fact, look how big this window is on this side. It is huge, but look at that view. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful view. A lot of concrete. Okay, so let's just back up here and show when you first walk in, there is going to be a little changing room. That's what this is. So they've got it all framed out. We've got electricity, a small window in here. And if you could tell, this yellow pipe, we've got some propane run. We've got Ethernet lines run. It is going to be awesome. Let's just show how big this pool actually is. It's rather large. This is a 26-foot long pool and hot tub combo. So at the front here, you have a bunch of jets that'll push this way and you can swim into it. And the swimming pool ends about right here. So you have, about 16 feet of swimming pool. And this back section is a 7-person hot tub. Here, still want to fall in, but I can kind of show you. Yes, got to clean it. It was outside. It got a whole bunch of dirt, so we're going to clean it this weekend, and then we're going to start filling it. Oh man, it is coming along. Let's take a look at the ceiling. We've got some recessed lights up here that are going to be flush, and there are going to be 2 fans installed. We've got power all over the place. We're going to put some heating in here at the bottom. We're just going to do some cove heating. And then let's take a look at this wall. Probably the biggest thing on this wall is we asked them to install 1 outlet right here so we could put a giant TV on the wall. Let me back up. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to get a nice big TV to go right here. And let's go take a look out these other windows. So if you notice, there is a gape right here. Down going into the pool, and that's for access. They have installed this like a metal railing, and we're gonna just put some flush, what do they call those, like deck boards. I think they're made of plastic, but it will go all the way around, so you'll be able to walk on it and there won't be any holes. It'll be a lot safer. But for now, just got to watch out I don't fall. You can kind of see, look how good this pond area is going to be. And pretty soon we're going to have water running down here. Unfortunately, they're having to access, there's a power box right behind here, and we're needing to get some work done to upgrade it to a 220. That's voltage for those curious. Now that window opens, and then these windows do not open. Just a really good view outside. There's the pond again. Now let's take a look at this concrete they did. I think they did a great job. We are going to have a railing right here for safety, just because this does slope down a little bit coming down. And let's take a look at some more concrete. All right, so we got a full concrete slab poured now with the little sidewalks. You can walk around here. Here's our huge concrete pad. Looks like they finally got all the little, the water drain cuts made. And you can see some leaves still all over here. But let's take a look at this. And I really like the stain they did. I think I'm gonna choose this stain and use it on my house. Because look, mine's kind of got that like red tinge, and it hasn't been stained in years. So I think we're gonna try to make this look more like this, because I really like this dark color with the white windows. Oh, it's just beautiful. All right, there's the new power box. It's a 125 amp running to here because that hot tub takes up a lot of power. So we're almost all hooked up. We're still getting there. And just to show, look at this view on this patio. It's gonna be awesome. And while they were at it, we filled in our old hot tub, and there it is. So this was a junky old cheap hot tub, and it was leaking, it had issues, so we just filled it in with concrete. We'll just go down there and sweep it, and this will just be another patio area. And it should be beautiful. Awesome. All right, well, let's go around the rest of this. You can see all the cool little designs all over the cement. And we got more big boulders all the way around the side here. So we finally have a walkway the entire way around. And in winter, with a lot of snow, we'll still be able to get a snowblower in here. And could snowblow all of this. Wow. There's the pond. Pretty sweet, huh? I really like these big boulders. They had to get a huge skid loader, and I believe it was a Bobcat. It's the biggest one they make. And it had like a grappler to try to pick these up. And they had to place each one. And then look at that concrete work. I like it. So everything should just drain downward into the pond. Awesome. Well, let's go back in. One thing I forgot to show, let's see if I can do it, is how the pool looks. I'll just pull off this here. There we go. Pull off this plastic piece here. Yeah, did it all one-handed. All right. All right, this kind of shows you, these are all the pump controls at the front of the pool. That's your bar you hold on to. Oh, that's gonna be fun to clean, huh? Now on the sides, you see those little blue things right there? Those actually shoot water out, and they have LEDs. They're on both sides. Now this thing holds 3,000 gallons of water just in the pool side. The hot tub is, I think, around, what, 600 or 800 gallons, something like that. And so it will take me probably over a week to fill this up with my natural spring. We aren't going to use our drinking water. We'll probably fill this up with our spring water. And it's got its own filters, and it's even got silver filters in there. It's got a little ball. It's really cool. It's got silver and copper and all sorts of stuff. Oh man, it's getting so close, huh? We need some insulation and then the drywall. And I think we're done. And to be honest, these windows and sliding glass door, what we did is we just were trying to find out what everybody had in stock. And like this window was actually just in stock. It's I think that one's a Pella window. Yeah, they're all Pella windows. But it was in stock. Somebody would have custom ordered it and didn't use it. And look at that, now we have a nice big window that's almost bigger than the sliding glass door. And it looks like the workers were doing some framing today. They got all their tools here. I like that little tiny window. This is gonna be again for the changing room. And if you can see right here, I did run the Ethernet, so it is under the concrete power outlet there. So I'm gonna put a Ethernet internet router right there. And that should be far enough away. It'll get the TV hooked up over here. Wowza, aren't you guys? I'm impressed. I'm surprised this guy was able to get this done. Our first contractor, unfortunately, he couldn't finish it. I understand things happen. It wasn't his really fault. His company was just having a tough time. But in a funny story, the guy who was originally working on this is now doing concrete. And that's pretty much all he's doing, is not contracting, just concrete work. And so in a good bit of news, he was able to set up all this concrete for us. And that's how small of a world it really is, folks. So don't burn bridges. Just, people are always struggling. And even our contractor really wasn't his fault. I heard his story. It was pretty sad. Basically, another state kicked him out of their state from working, and he lost all 15 workers. So, you just have to be compassionate sometimes. And speaking of which, let's just talk about my buddy Triple P, pistol packing pilot. I know Florida has been hit hard. Luckily, his home is still there, and it didn't look like it was too much damage. A lot of fence work needing done and little things here and there. But we like to focus on what's good, but maybe we should focus on, there's a lot of people that lost their houses, their lives. So if you could all just say a little prayer for them, I'd appreciate it. And I know Triple P would as well. So all my Florida peeps and friends, family, we're all praying for you. We hope everything gets better and you guys can rebuild. All right, let's finish this up by a little walk. Actually testing out my snowmobile path here. So in the winter, I'm gonna have to bring a snowblower down this way, which shall be interesting with the curved walkway, but not too bad. And then here's the thing. We just got this new metal bridge. And there's a guy in our town who makes these custom, and you can have him make whatever you want. And I was pretty impressed with the work he did. So this is steel that he CNC cuts. And look, you got some deer on there, some pine trees. And he told us that he liked this so much, he actually printed out a second one just for his own personal use. But before, we had a wooden bridge going across, and in the winter, I actually fell off a few times on the side here and kind of rolled my ankles. So this is our solution. Now when you walk across, you have these nice handrails. It's a lot safer, especially if it's really windy. Well, everybody, thanks for stopping by. We checked out our cool little bridge we got. The pond and stream should be working shortly. And boy, this pool house is really making some progress. I know it's taken a couple years, but patience is a virtue. Oof, look at that concrete. I'm loving it. Okay, everybody. Well, thanks so much. This is Wild West. Make sure you click the link in the chat. We're going on to Mrs. Coin Crew next. All right, everybody. Have a good one.